Hi everyone, welcome to your week 2, July 2022 reading. This reading is timeless and signless, so you can actually watch it anytime you'd like, and it doesn't matter what your signs are, what your placements are. If you feel called to this video or if it finds its way across your path and it resonates and whatnot, then it may be for you. But my intention is to have this reading be a reflection of the energies that will be at play for you, the viewer, between July 11th, which is a Monday, to July 17th, which is a Sunday. Wow, interestingly, July 17th, I don't know why, but the energy, this picture kind of gives me a vibe. All right, so let's jump in using my favorite deck of cards. I know I say that in the presence of all my cards right now, and I'm so sorry. Love you. But let's get started with the Witch's Tarot, or Witch's Tarot by Dugan, I like to say. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. No, thank you. Here we go. We have the Eight of Pentacles. All about work, right? What is this guy? Oh, Knight of Pentacles. Two great cards to have on your side. Literally decide if you are intent on being focused. Wow, okay. Wow, I felt that in my solar plexus. The Five of Wands. A card known for, not Five of Wands. Oh my gosh, notice how I said the Five of Wands? That's a conflict card. And that's actually, it's funny because I was feeling that in my solar plexus. But on the other hand, also feeling the inversion of the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is an energy that we like to think about as a, it's a new kind of beginning, a small beginning. All of the pages tend to be about initial energies, inklings, things like that. They could also come with messages that are just preliminary, right? But when you get the Page of Wands, it can also be equivalent to calling something in, calling in the energies, having the spark. The Ace of Wands is the spark having been delivered, having been enacted. The Page of Wands, if you think about it, can be about calling that in, trying to get that. It's like the lighter where you're like, and then finally, right? Sorry, you guys know those sounds were on point. Totally makes you feel like a lighter, right? But anyway, this came in the reversed. So in alignment with these energies that I'm getting so far, when it comes to taking dedicated effort, oh my God, stop it. Here we go. There it is. In alignment with taking dedicated effort, or making a dedicated effort and taking dedicated actions, you have the focus on work, staying focused. You have the Knight of Pentacles, staying the course. And I see this Page of Wands in the inversion as a means of, or rather representing learning to stick with something. So a lot of times we start things, and before we can actually see it through to its completion or to a nice sustainable point, we end up moving on to the next thing. So that's kind of like always lighting a match and not really tending to the fires that you've lit, and then eventually they go out and you're on to the next thing. It feels very like Aries energy. Aries energy is very, very great at starting stuff, but the follow through is rough. It's rough. if at all existent. It's the flame. Yeah. So all of these speak to, or including the fourth card here, speak to making efforts that are meaningful. Look at my hand, fits perfectly right here. Oh my God, they're so funny. They're like meaningful effort with the capital E, action with the capital A. Hands, your hands, you have to take the action. So I'm kind of being drawn over here. It's something about this line. We crossed the line, they say, from being productive in a higher sense, meaning following through with healthy actions and choices and sustaining those patterns that we put in place for our health and well-being. We cross the line when we fail to, or they're saying when we completely eradicate what we've built. But I was going to say in a more gentle way, but you know what they're trying to say, when we fail to keep it going, when we fail to watch for the pitfalls, not following through, not sustaining the action, Another pitfall which they want to highlight here with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about moving from choppy waters, as so they say, to smoother waters. So you can see that dynamic manifesting in the physical world as, hey, things getting better. Now, things getting better in the sense that, oh, okay, the pressure is decreasing. Now, whether or not it, quote, gets better is really determined by your perspective, right? But that being said, ooh, what are these two cards? Totally zoning in on these two blue stars right there. But that being said, there's something to be said for moving on and making the effort so that you don't backtrack to where you just were. That's a hard one. It's like firmly here though, thank you, in this dividing line. On topic, off topic. Staying the course, off course, right? You stay the course when you release someone or something, such as a behavioral pattern, an idea, a location, you know, a job site, a home. So when you release a person, place, thing, situation, or idea, aka an energy, when you release it, that means you're letting it go. You're surrendering it to the divine. You're allowing it to be removed from your energetic circle, so to speak, your energetic space. That's so cute. I had to laugh because I'm reading this book right now, and the author, who is a channel, by the way, channeling a galactic group, which I love. Anyway, the galactic group that speaks through them in this text uses the word, is it called our energy circles or something? And I had to take a quick little laugh because cute, they're talking about our auric fields, right? I love it. And so look at this guy creating his auric field, but he understands that, you know, part of spiritual maturity, part of evolution of the self needs awareness. You must be aware. And the more aware you become, the more conscious you become, the more you start to be like, oh shoot, oh my God, I thought that everything was just done. Yo, Christmas doesn't just happen. Somebody puts it together. Someone creates the dream. Someone buys the material. Someone sells it to the families. You know, you have to start doing that. If you want to evolve or get to a higher state of functioning or open up to galactics and all sorts of things that people wish for, you have to start getting your stuff together. If you don't know your energy field, what are we doing? Where are we at? If you're still, you know, and understandably, we're here on earth, we get tossed and thrown by our emotions, by the things that happen in life. But trust me, there are so many things that you can do to clean that up. And when I say clean it up, meaning to receive the, to have the experience, to go inward, to process it, to reach out as needed, to make a determination that begins with self, but is complemented by other, and then to respond, right? So you get out of the knee-jerk reaction. You can, the guides are saying you can, you meaning we, me too, we can as human beings reduce our reaction times like by 80% if we just build awareness. And if we take responsibility for what energies we allow into our energy field, when we understand how the energies that enter into the energy field affect the energy anatomically and physiologically, and how we can take better actions. We already do that in the physical, some of us, not all of us, when we understand, hey, I'm eating this, what are these little flavored yogurts? You know those little flavored yogurts that taste, oh my God, so good. Then you turn to the back and you're like, 17 grams of sugar, what? Oh yeah. 17 grams of added sugars. Hello, the human body shouldn't even be consuming more than, 16 grams a day if you're a woman. And I can't remember if it was it for men? I don't remember, but not much more than that. But yet you eat one little yogurt packet and you're done. You're done. And if you understand nutritionally and physiologically what the introduction of sugar does to your body, where it goes, how it flows, what it gets converted into, and you start to realize, okay, I'm risking it all right here with this with this one little sugar, with this one little yogurt, and you start to make different choices. But then again, sometimes we end up waiting until, you know, we have a medical history or medical situation, and doctors come in and they're like, hey, you got to stop this. And then you start taking it seriously. So recently, if you follow the daily channeled messages, thank you very much, God bless, God bless. But if you follow the daily channeled messages that come through my Instagram, then you will realize the guides are not playing around. They're like, listen, this is your choice. Your choice is simple. It's either you make the dedicated effort and take the actions to learn about your energy field, learn about yourself, or you don't. And every time you don't, well, then you're just choosing to be in reactionville. And that's called knee-jerk reaction stuff, and being held hostage and giving into certain coping mechanisms, and not getting to the nitty-gritty. And we're trying, but there are so many things we could do to really nip things in the bud, to really move in a positive direction. But if you do try to make those changes, you will see action and you will see consequences that you can be happy about. It's just plain and simple. And it's said plain and simply, and of course it's a little bit of a learning curve, but again, we're down to the nitty gritty, and they're really beating this home, because you guys know me. When I'm channeling, I'm trying to capture the intonation, the energy, the urgency, the whatever. And in fact, look at this. Yeah, they're like, you got it, because look at the next card, the same card, bam, as that. Look at it. It's the same energy, same card. 8. Look at this ship moving in the distance. Look at this. They're both boats moving in the distance, and we're working together. It's a channeled session. And so listen, y'all do you. You know me, the pain is too much sometimes. I'm just like, there has to be a better way. And the better way is to build awareness. Oh, you heard, but they said willingness. I was going to say awareness. And then they were like willingness. And then I said a will. And then it was weird for a second. But building awareness, building willingness, a little bit of willingness is all it takes. Willingness, again, as we've said before, looks like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing and whatevs, but like, I'm willing to have a different outcome. So like, can you please show me? Thanks, bye. That's it. And when the energy start to flow in to give you the option, to give you the information, like this video, what do you do with it? Do you just watch it and then you're like, oh, that's cool. I'll just keep watching all these videos until one day it just somehow clicks. Flash forward 85 years old, and that's fine. But, or next lifetime, and that's fine. Or you can be a G and you can watch this video and you can take notes and you can say energy field. So basically the guides are just saying to learn about my energy field, cultivate some willingness, set my intention, make efforts, and listen. That's it. And start there. That's work. That's work. The 8 of Pentacles is the first card here. Work. It means get to work. Stay at work. Don't stray off the path by getting all excited about it once and you start it and then you're off to something else. Make the effort. Make the effort. Move forward. Work with spirit. It's very clear. Anyway, work with spirit. Okay. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Let's take a look at that. The 7 of Swords is all about deception. Okay, I'll take you 3. Deception, okay? Now remember, deception is, of course, we witness deception as it occurs and as it plays out with other people and between other people. But remember that the initial deception goes on the inside, and that looks like denial. It looks like, denial. Denial. Now, we all understand that there are reasons why we step into a space of denial because, well, underlying it is trauma. On the other side of denial is fear of something being true. It's an inability to accept something that you view on some level as being so scary and so fearful. Now, what that thing is going to be different for all of you because we come from different cultures, we come from different generations, we are within different sectors of society, we come from different levels of society, right? And so we have individual fears, but we also have fears as a collective, the underlying fear that we're not good enough, that we're not lovable, all of that. When we have a fear, it indicates that we have wrongful thought, because the opposite of fear is love. And only love is real, right? Shout out to A Course in Miracles. Only love is real. All else that seems to be fear-based or not love is completely a distortion. But the problem is we're so dismersed, we're so emerged. I think they're trying to tell me to bring this card in, which they've been seeing. Thank you. Disruption. See, dismersed. We're so immersed in our distortions from all the way up in our energy field, where we have our core beliefs that precipitate down to our physical actions, right? In our physical reality, that we don't realize that it's fear-based. Also, we live in societies that are based upon fear, and so there is a lot of conditioning for fear, and there is a lot of reinforcement for fear. And I can write essays. I love writing essays. Academic essays are my thing, and so I could sit here and totally write an academic essay on this, but I'm not going to, because I want to finish the reading, and that would be too much. But the point I'm trying to say is we have to disrupt the distortions within our field. Okay, this is it. Okay, so Spirit is working with us to help us to see not only where we have distortions in our field, in other words, where our core beliefs are disrupting the flow of truth. The flow of truth is the flow of love as it is. It is, it is source. It is light. But what happens is when we have a belief that is not real, we open ourselves up to duality, where we have paradox. And wait, I'm lovable, but I'm not lovable. Well, I think I'm not lovable, but maybe I am, and I'm afraid of that. Or I think I'm totally lovable, I'm the best, but what if I'm not? See the duality? And that is fear, because you can't have both. You can't have a reality where you believe at your core that you are the best, and you also believe that you're not the best, right? No, we're talking deeply held beliefs. And so what happens is you eventually choose one and you deny the other. And so you create fear by that. You engender fear because now there's this desire to hold on to this status. I am the best, I am the best. And you're so afraid that the opposite is true, that you're actually not. You're just an imposter, and that you're a loser, and then you get angry when someone sees you, or they see you make a mistake, because now it's true and they've witnessed what you totally thought about yourself all along, that you're a loser. That's all based on false thoughts. It's distortion, and it's so embedded. And so today you could see that they're really hitting this table hard with this cute little material, but they're hitting it hard with a basic message. Hey, we here. We out here. We're just trying to help you out. We're just trying to, hold on. We're just trying to show you some stuff that you're thinking and feeling. And we're just saying that underneath your thoughts and feelings is, a core belief that maybe is very unloving towards yourself. And we want you to work with us. We work with you to show you what that core belief is. And we are going to help you to move forward and to just get rid of it. But we only ask one thing from you, that you stay the course. Do your best. And it's okay if you fall off. You're off the bandwagon, but get back on it. Get back on it. Get back on it. That's all. We don't need perfection. We just need progress. All right? Oh my God. Okay. If there is another card for the Eight of Pentacles, it's gonna be the Three of Pentacles. It's literally the combination of the Eight of Pentacles and this Alliance card, because Three of Pentacles is about work, but it's about building, and it's about collaboration. And so again, we have this card that says, hey, that's them just politely trying to, hey, what you doing? You want to work together to get your distortions cleared up? Are you ready to put in the effort? Yeah, I totally am. Well, where do I start? Well, did you, number one, writes this down. Did you, number one, set that intention to learn about yourself, to be directed to your path of your highest good, path of your highest good. Yes, I just did. Okay, thank you. Yes, I just did. Okay, so did you express your willingness? Oh, hold on. I'm willing. Yes, please, God, please help. Yes, I did. Okay, I'm good. Okay, good. So let's start by looking up what your energy field is. What's that? Why are you asking me? Go look it up. All right. Energy field, google.com, or the books, or then you all of a sudden you see, oh, you mean bioenergetic field, oh, you mean human energy field, oh, you mean auric field / aura. Okay, sure, anywhere, just get in there. Okay, I've kind of looked up what it is, but what about it? Well, do you know how it relates to your physical health? Well, no. Well, maybe you can start doing a little research on that. Do you know how it relates to your emotions and your chakras, and how your chakras are related to your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs? And God, no. Okay, well, we'll hang back while you go ahead and take a look at those things, and we'll be here to direct your learning. That's the alliance. And we'll take it from there. Sound good? You're like, sure, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, cool. I'll get to work, and I'll, stay dedicated to my path, and I will avoid crowding myself and distracting myself with all sorts of things. And I'm so happy to be working together with you, and I will do my best to notice what comes up for me with respect to my thoughts and feelings, my beliefs, my knee-jerk reactions, and I will just do my best to learn. That sounds great. Queen of Swords. And I understand that taking that dedicated effort in alignment with spirit will help put me into a better place to make decisions that are, wait for it, in alignment with my highest good. Guys, we're always making decisions. We always can think about what's logical, but you have to understand that what seems logical to you and what feels right, those two statements right there, mean nothing sometimes, because you have to understand that things feeling right and wrong and things feeling logical and illogical are just going to happen for everybody. The problem is underneath that, what is the core belief? What's the epicenter? What is down there? That what is the foundation that gives rise to the qualities of something being in alignment with that or out of alignment with it? For things seeming right and seeming wrong, for things seeming logical and things seeming illogical. This right here, core beliefs, will have you go to other countries and kill people. It will have you completely obliterate somebody sitting across from you in a classroom because you think you know better than them, and you don't realize your core belief is completely off, and so you think that you're right? And we all have to put things into perspective. Even me, every day I'm always thinking, okay, I said this, but let me see, where's that coming from, and how accurate could it be? And at the end of the day, we're always just going to be doing the best we can, straight up. But if you're not making effort, then what are you doing? And that's what the guides are really coming through to say, like, hey, we need effort. And they're not implying that effort is not being made. So let's refine that. We need conscious effort, awareness, and that's why it's time to work together. We're just pulling you in now at the conscious level, and that's manifesting as you literally watching this video. And if you're still watching, hi, thank you. You're the one, right? But the point is that you're here at a conscious level. You see it. Do not wait for the CDC and the FDA and the WHO and whoever else you can call to tell you, what you should be doing and what's right, what's wrong. This is where you need to be. Okay, I'm leaving because you guys, you have me, you got me too riled up here. Come on. Hello, Ace of Pentacles. This is what this is. Just get on it. The end. Just kidding. Yeah, no, but for real, this is really very clear. I don't know how much clearer it can be that it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are waiting for the Hopi prophecies to come to you, if you're waiting for Nostradamus to make another appearance, if you're waiting for, whatever, this is it. This is it. Get started. We all think that our galactic cousins are going to come and beam us up somewhere. And we all want to be in Star Trek. My God, I would love to be in Next Gen. Oh my God. Oh my God. But we all want to live in that. We all want to be on the different planets, like in Star Wars, when they're in the cantina and then everybody has different species and they're all hanging. Yeah, listen, if you as a human being can't even know about your energy field, you're not ready. And so the point is to get... All right, I am so over this reading right now. Is that the Ace of Coins again? I mean, if this isn't literally saying this is what you need to do, I really don't know what is. The 10 of Pentacles. My God. Oh, too much. It's too much. It's free. This is free for you, but it's too much. Being hit with too much realness. The 10 of Pentacles is literally like, you've made it. You've got it. Your structure is good. You're doing well. Your house is in order. You've got everything together. All right. Finally, what is this? The 10 of Cups. My God. Emotional fulfillment. We done. And that I'm just going to put my hand in this empty space because I refuse to draw any more cards. No, but for real, the 10 of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. And you have to understand that suffering, quote unquote, you can deduce whatever that means for you, suffering is a perception that comes on the heels of sensations that make you feel unhappy. And those sensations come from emotions that bring you discomfort. And there are so many. They're all fear-based, right? And those emotions happen when you have thoughts that make you upset and that make you feel things and that push you in past your point. But those thoughts and those feelings and their resulting sensations and then your resulting knee-jerk reactions, if you don't have consciousness and take mindful action to observe what's happening and then make a choice, all of that cannot be made possible unless you have a core belief that is not in alignment with love. That's it. And so if you have any feeling of pain anywhere, it could be an emotional pain, and it could be a mental pain, it could be a physical pain, it could be whatever. If you have any form of dis-ease, then you better believe that somewhere in your energetic field lies distortion. And that's it. And if part of you is like, that's not true, look, maybe it's not. But there is certainly something to be said of sometimes you just don't know enough about something to see it yet. It's kind of like you're talking to someone and they're like, and maybe they're still, under the influence, or they're still in that, phase of addiction or just whatever, or just being caught up in something. We see it even with our friends who are just so wanting to be together with this one guy or this one girl, and it's just, you see it's a train wreck. And no matter what you try to tell them, you could see it in their eyes. They're just not there. They're not getting it. They're like, yeah, but next year it's going to be better, or when we have the baby, it's going to bring us together. And you're just like, oh my God, right? Don't do it. And that's what I'm saying. And then once they've kind of gone through that, and sometimes it takes years because they've lived through the experience, and you see the clarity in their eyes, they're like, yeah, I was going through something. Yes, you were. You were going through an energetic cell. A cell in terms of like a pattern, a weather pattern. We have a hot, a cold cell of wind or whatever, flying across the plains. It's like that. Energetic cells, you get caught in it, you're activated. The distortion, wherever it is in your field, is activated, it's triggered, and so now you're under its influence. And so that's why you want to get I want to say sober, but this is in reference to the influence that you're under when you're in these energetic, let's say precipitates. I love that word, precipitates. What you want to do is you want to call upon your higher self to help lead you out of distortion. A Course in Miracles is so wonderful. It has a lovely workbook in the back that they refer to as the atonement, to help you. It's pretty much like mental deprogramming in a way, but there are other ways. You could do this with just your voice talking to spirit. Remember, we were made just as we are. We didn't have, when you popped out super cutely, you were you. And with correct sight, you can see the whole universe in the palm of your hand. You could read anything. You could do all this and everything, and I don't know. But the point is, what stops us is fear. Everybody has fears. I have major fears. Everybody does. But no one kind of gets a free pass in a sense, because, especially if you're watching this video, because you definitely, you're in a position to make change. But praying and just saying, please help me, and really making that effort to stay open, to stay committed. The guides are driving it home, the commitment. If so-and-so calls you up and they're like, hey, I want to get back together. No, I'm committed to doing this right now. When I'm over there with you, I'm not doing this. So if you and I can be in alignment and I can do this at the same time, all right. But so far, I know that's not going to happen. Choose yourself. And that's what the guides are calling people to do. If you really are feeling your energy, if you can read the energies, they've been really calling us all to get into not a selfish way, but a loving selfish way, where it's like, cut out the distractions, focus on self, focus on self, focus on self. Take time out, go inward, focus on self. Take time out, go inward, set your intentions, focus on self. Process, right? And that's it. Rest when you need. Because what we're trying to do is magic, the guides are saying. It's like, look at that. It's like that Merkaba spinning in the two different directions, right? It's magic. What we're trying to do is we're trying to completely turn you upside down, because a lot of people are completely upside down. They've been conditioned so far out from where they should be as a human being that functions properly and courtesy of society. Thank you. Right? Courtesy of we can blame that, but really, if you go high enough in the energy field, there's always agency there, but that's another video altogether. But the point I'm trying to say is, regardless of how you got to this point, we're as human beings being offered continuous opportunities to work together with our spirit guides, with our higher self as well, to really move into a higher state of consciousness. But the key word there is consciousness. You can't evolve and elevate yourself without that. And if you're watching this video, you're at a level of your awakening where you're just required to take that leap. And I gotta be honest, that leap is going to require effort. It's going to require studying. It's going to require learning. It's going to require asking questions. Dare I say it, you might be asked to buy a textbook. You just have to do the work, and that's it. It's no longer just you've already passed those other places where it's like, oh, well, you can do this and that, and now it's like, we need you to buy this. We need you to do this. We need you. And they're saying they're not issuing directives, because it's always up to you. But somewhere in your consciousness, you've requested this intervention, and that's how you can even come into alignment with this video. Now, whether or not your conscious mind feels that it's ready is up to you. Whether or not you feel defensive hearing this, or you feel indignant feeling this, it's distortion somewhere in your field. But you have to remember, this reading could not have come to you or even crossed your path energetically, physically, unless you called it in. That's just how it works, okay? And you'll find out more of that when you start to study how your energy field works. I really invite you to start with your energy field. Oh my God, I was just about to, the end. I was literally just about to end the reading, but when you check into your energy field. So any hoodles, bless your buttons, everybody. God bless, God bless. Of course, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or an energy shift / healing session, or if you'd like some coaching, all of that good stuff, I do offer that. Just go ahead and follow my Etsy link. Yay! And until then, God bless you. Welcome to, I don't know. I'm hearing more sustainable living. God is good. Oof, I feel that. They're really trying to bring some of you, well, if you're on this call, into quantum leaping somewhere. I'm just seeing moving, because you notice what they said, sustainable living. I'm feeling upgrades across the board. They might change the way you handle your food. I mean, it's kind of, I'm seeing like going to gardening your own stuff, organic, everything, taking new approaches to agribusiness, all of that. I mean, when we think about the new earth, everyone wants to go there, but they realize they don't have the practice. They haven't cultivated the basics. This is the basics. The basics will lead you to that level of reasoning. They're saying the reasoning is off. Yes, the reasoning is off for everyone until they start to get into understanding their energy field, disrupting the thoughts, feelings, emotions that come down from erroneous beliefs, and dispelling those beliefs altogether with love, thereby freeing up the channel. So lots of skills coming on board. I do see skills coming. Some of you may be really going to be working with your hands. I'm just seeing agrarian society. I'm like, what? What? As I ordered DoorDash earlier today, whatever, we're on route. But I'm seeing like getting back to artisans, people making their clothes, making jewelry, of course, farming, all of these things. The guides are like, you all have these skills from past lifetimes. They're skills preloaded for use in this lifetime, but we need you to open up your consciousness and get right so that the things that we're trying to send you, that you asked us to send you, can make their way in without you batting them away because they seem illogical, they seem like a waste of time, because they seem boring. Because why do they seem that way to you? Because you have distortion in your field and you're wasting time with other people who are, doing too much. DTM, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna go. God is good. I do want to pull this Triumph card because it's super cute. God is good. Ding! Triumph. Oh yeah, they're like see how they put it like that? They're reminding me, because earlier I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like the light from this Ace of Pentacles coming right behind, and it is. And if you think about it, where are we right now? We're kind of right here. You see that? But this is you getting ready to say, you can't get me, disruption and deception and the distortion in my field, which is represented by this big ball. Not today, right? You shall not pass. And that's the kind of attitude, that's the kind of energy that you have to take moving forward. It's got to be a priority, all right? Oh, is that the title? If I can remember that. Okay, guys, God bless you guys. You understand the message, and I guess get to work, I guess. And yeah, okay, thanks. So yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'll see you later. Bye, love you.